Yes, I think now you can record the meeting.
Yeah, it won't let me either. So it's mainly the host.
It's only the host.
Only
That's fine.
okay. That's fine. I hope it worked. Um, okay, so we're gonna start introducing ourselves. Um, my name is Narciso. I'm a biochemistry major, and we all go to San Francisco State University. I'll pass it to Karen.
Hello, my name is Karen and I am in the and I'll pass it along to Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley and I'm a public health major here at SFSU and I'll be passing it on to Abhishek.
Hi, my name is Abhishek and I'm a public health major too. And I'm gonna pass it to Juliana.
Hello, my name is Juliana. I am a bioconcentration physiology major.
Hi, everyone. My name is Janet Vargas. I am the center manager for the Sacramento Works and the Lodi WorkNet office.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all too.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay, Janet. So can you tell us, what can you tell us about California Human Development?
Well, California Human Development, first of all, we're a nonprofit organization. We have, different divisions, but the division that I work for is the Farm Workers Services Division, and we basically work with farm workers, with their families, with their youth. So we have several programs that California Human Development has grants for, and some of them is, I'm sorry, a client just stepped by and said bye because we were helping him and he's like, bye. I'm like, my door was closed. But
No
sorry
problem.
for that. So like I was saying, we're overseeing I oversee, basically the AJCCs, which is the Lodi WorkNet Center and the Sacramento Works. And we have grants. We apply for grants. And we're able to assist low-income families, farm market community, youth from ages 16 to 24. And what we do is we help them get some work experience. We put them into work experience. We provide training. Basically, we focus on like vocational training. Nothing long, nothing. It's just kind of short-term vocational training. We can send them like to medical assistant, phlebotomy, office tech. What else? It's just, there's a list, there's a whole bunch of schools that we can work with, but anything that is short-term, that's what we focus on. Like I said, we provide paid work experience. Basically what that is if a person or if a youth or even a farm worker dependent or they themselves work as a farm worker, we can provide paid work experience. We can put them in a different types of settings depending on what they're pursuing. If they say, well, I want to work in an office setting, then we would place them in a work site where they can gain those office skills. Some we've had where they say, well, I want to kind of work with the city, and I want to maybe go into the Parks and Recreations department or the utilities department. So we go out and pretty much make new work sites as we get interest. So depending on, like I said, the programs are for the people, and basically we go based on their interest. And then if they're just looking for a better paying job, then we can also assist them with that. So really, anybody that is, that doesn't have a job or that is kind of confused on what career they want to take, that's kind of our thing. We help them, we guide them through that. And if we can pay for any tuition costs for any trainings available, then, we do that.
That's awesome. I was wondering, when did this organization start?
We actually been around, I believe, 51 years. So we've been, so California Human Development has been around for more than 50 years. I've been with CHD for 6 years as of yesterday. But yeah, we've been around for 50 years. Like I said, we have a different departments. We have 5 different divisions. But mainly all the other divisions are in Santa Rosa. And the only division that we have here in Northern California would be the farm worker division. But yeah, it's been around for quite a while now.
Sorry.
So,
Now, if I may ask a question,
Sure.
what made you go into this field? Like, what inspired you to work there?
You know what inspired me is because I was a farm worker myself. So like I said, we focus on our main focus is working with the farm worker community. That's our biggest grant that the California Human Development has. So I started as a paid work experience. So I started here actually at the Lodi WorkNet Center. I was a farm worker since I was 12, and then, you know, at age of 25, I believe, 25, I was able to, you know, apply for my DACA. As I don't know if you guys are aware of the DACA. So yes, I was fortunate enough to be eligible for that program. And when I was able to do that, then, you know, I started with CHD as a paid work experience. And has worked, you know, I've been working really hard to get to where I am right now. But basically what made me, you know, work for them is after completing my work experience, I immediately saw that was kind of, you know, what you know, always been lost in the past of not knowing what to do. You know, I hear people say, well, I want to be this, I want to be that. But me, I was lost, you know, working in the fields. I really never thought about it. I really thought I would never even had a chance to get out of the fields. It was just going to be warehouse and field work for me. But then when that opportunity came, you know, I definitely started. So when I would put some thought into it, I would think like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if, you know, and as soon as I got that work experience, as soon as I started the work experience program, I knew I had found the right, you know, the correct place for me. I love helping others. As I was growing up, I remember I would always jump in to interpret for you know, the people that didn't speak English. Even though I was, you know, very young, but I would still jump in and try to help. So I always had it in me. And definitely when I became a CHD staff or employee, I definitely believe in our mission of that we build strong communities, and we open doors for those that, you know, are less fortunate. So as soon as, you know, I saw that this organization, it focuses on helping those that are in need, I definitely saw myself in all of those people. So I wanted to become part of this team and be able to provide and be able to assist as much as I can, right? And give back, also give back. I was given the opportunity, and, you know, now that I'm able to stand on this side, you know, I want to give that opportunity to others, so they can become, you know, successful and yeah, and that's mainly, you know, that's the reason that, you know, I decided to, you know, I was given the opportunity, but then decided to stick around for more years, because I really truly believe in our mission, and I love to help the community, and I love to get involved, especially, like I said, our farm worker community, since that's where I started from. So yeah.
That is very inspiring, honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you. And a question I have would be, can you describe like the work environment where you're working at, or just the where people work, like the farmers?
Yeah, well, we're a AJCC organization. So basically we provide, you know, we have different areas of service. We are always working with our partners. So a typical day for us would be, you know, we open our doors from 8 to 5. And what we do is we assist customers. Sometimes, you know, they come in here, like I said, looking for jobs, looking for trainings. So what we do is basically, you know, we would sit down with them. We would enroll them into CalJobs. That's a state website. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but that's a state website where everybody registers. That is, you know, job searching. We assist them with that. We also help them create their resume. We give them some interview techniques. We have a job board where we're always, updating it with new jobs available. We have different partner agencies and different employers that contact us, and they say they let us know if they're hiring. So we're always posting in our job board. And then basically depending on what the need is, if a person is interested in enrolling in our program and any of the programs, the case manager would meet with them. They'll go over the eligibility process, paperwork, and then after that, the whole process starts, where we help them. If they're just there to find a job, then we would help them create a resume, prepare them with interview techniques, and then after that, refer them to our employers that are hiring. But if they want a training, then we would have to look for the training site that they want to attend. A whole bunch of paperwork. That is a lot of paperwork for all that. But yeah, basically, but if a person is just here to, if they don't want to enroll in a program and they just want to navigate it on their end, they're always open to come in and use their computers. Our labs, our computer lab is open for anybody that is job searching. So it's, job search only. And basically, after that, we obviously also address any other barriers if they enroll in our program. And they say, let's say if they're, having to renew their permanent resident card, or they're having financial difficulties while enrolled in our program, we can support them. We can assist them with support services for clothing, for tools, for rent, for childcare. We provide them a gas, kind of like a gas voucher. So we pretty much try to eliminate whatever barriers are, preventing them from getting a full-time job or getting into a training. But yeah, that's pretty much the typical. Right now, we've been kind of slow because of COVID and all that. But usually, we have a good amount of people that come. We also assist them with UI. So let's say if they're coming into the center, they're having issues with their unemployment insurance. My staff is really good at sitting down with them, trying to, we're not EDD representatives, but we've been in the industry enough to kind of get familiar with all that process. So we, kindly assist them with any of that. And basically, we're always referring them. Let's say if we don't have our services that they're looking for here, but we have a lot of partners that do, provide all the other services that we might not. So we're always referring them to them. We have a really good collaboration with our partners, and we're always referring. So pretty much when a person walks in here, they never leave empty-handed. They always, go with great information, great resources. We even do food distributions, a monthly food distribution where we pass out to over, close to, I think, 200 people, I believe. So yeah, we do that as well. We provide diapers when we have diapers. We provide formula. So it's just like it's everything that you can possibly need in one office. And let's say, like I said, if we don't have that service, we always try to look for an agency that can assist you with that. We're always referring for Medi-Cal assistance, for SNAP if they want to apply for SNAP. So yeah, we do pretty much every day is a unique day because there's always something new that is coming up. So we try to make this center a family environment, where they can just come in here and feel, especially because we work with that community, that vulnerable community that sometimes, is scared. It doesn't really know where to go. Sometimes they just want, for us to even read like a letter, something that does not have to do nothing with jobs or trainings or anything, but they're, they don't know where to go. So, I like to have our center where they can come and come to us and say, can you help me with this? And for us to be able to help them, because once you create that bond with their clients, they're the ones that, send us or refer people to us. So you have to start somewhere, and it's great to, provide that great customer service where the person is going to come back and also bring somebody along with them. So yeah, it's it. But yeah, that's kind of, I know I went off a little bit, but that's kind of, a little bit of how the day looks for us.
So I have a question, like you talk about pandemic COVID time, right? So I have a question regarding that thing. So how challenging was for your organization like during pandemic, and how did you guys handle with the situation?
You know what, challenging, it was challenging because everything kind of slowed down for us. So since we're a nonprofit organization, we have grants, but also having grants means that we have to have enrollments. Unfortunately, we've been lacking in enrollments just because, a lot of people are hesitant to, get a job because they're scared. So yeah, that's, I think that was one of the major issues that we had in our organization. And we still continue to have that because not a lot of people have been coming to use our services. And, one of them was also the unemployment insurance that, they were providing. They were giving an extension and giving a little bit more than the usual. So that kind of, had people a little bit more comfortable in their houses, and they really didn't want to reach out to us and get a job or go into a training. So it definitely hurt us a lot when it comes to enrollments. But when all this started, we tried working from home. But once again, that community that we work with is they have a difficult time, using their cell phones. They have a difficult time, even turning on the computer, or, they have a difficult time with pretty much anything that has to do with, electronic device. So, we really couldn't afford to work from home and just call them and be in contact with them over the phone. They're the type of people that want to show us, that want us to see them and see what they're talking about and point to us, exactly what they want. So we did, stayed close for, I believe, maybe 2 months of, when the pandemic started. But after that, then everybody I was working from the office. It was close to the public, but people can actually, be behind the door, and we would kind of just, talk, in between the little gaps, or we would have the phone there because they wanted to show us. They wanted for us to see what they were talking about. And so we pretty much, everybody, all of my staff, myself included, we were all here. We were all here in the office. We didn't really work from our house. We were just here. We were, if there was a special circumstance where we had to take somebody in here, obviously we would take all safety measures. We would, let that person only be in here, and that person would leave, and then we would sanitize everything. But that was just on special circumstances. But other than that, like I said, we would have that conversation between our door. But yeah, I mean, it's still challenging, like I said, to this day, when it comes to enrollments, since that's kind of our goal to get enrollments into this, for all these programs. But we were there. I felt like our organization didn't take that COVID as it's COVID. We don't want, we were there. We know that the community that we work with has that need. So everybody was really understanding, and everybody kind of said the same thing. You know what, this is who we're working for. This is the people that pretty much provide, food to our families, and we're going to try and be there for them, especially after, all this situation. A lot of people were scared, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go for, assistance, for rental, for utility, for all that stuff. So it was a really good feeling for them to know that we were open. I mean, we were like, physically open as where they would be able to come in as they used to, but at least we were there. At least there was a face, not just a phone call, not just, so I feel like this organization pretty much, we handled it really, really good. And we were there. We were there since pretty much day one. And we've been there. So now, right now we're open to the public. But yeah, but I believe that was kind of the only challenging part for us, for our organization.
To add on from the challenges of COVID and like maintaining enrollment, are there other challenges you face, especially when working with a population who may be like low income immigrants or undocumented?
Yeah, well, I mean, we did have, a lot of people that unfortunately, don't have the right to work, so they couldn't qualify for unemployment, for other, services. So we were definitely, there for them to help them apply, let's say for, if they had their dependents, if they had kids, we would help them apply for CalFresh, for what do you call it, not CalFresh, but monetary assistance. I forgot how the CalWorks type of thing. We would help them with that. For those that, had problems with their UI, because there was a lot of issues with UI. There was a lot of, we had a lot of phone calls that, they wanted assistance with their UI because they just couldn't get, a hold of nobody in the EDD department. But we did see a lot of people become, unemployed. They had a lot of issues with having to pay their rent, having to pay their utility bills. So we were always in the lookout for any new programs that the state had, that that for the city had, so we can help them apply for those services. But we did see a lot of the unemployment rate, obviously, just, it was just really high. There was a lot of need for food. So, we would refer them, we would provide support services to them to purchase food. So it was, like I said, it was pretty difficult for the families, for the low-income families. When it came to immigration services, we have an immigration specialist here, and same thing. She would always try to assist them. She never really worked from home. She was always here at the office. Immigration services, there was somewhat the need, and and we would be able to assist them either, with their DACA renewal, with their permanent resident, or becoming a U.S. citizen. We would be able to, provide that to them. But mainly what I would hear a lot of people come to us for was unemployment assistance, rental assistance, and utility assistance. That would be kind of like the main things that we would have a lot of people come, call our office and say if we had any programs, if we had any assistance that we can provide to them. But, those were the main things. And then also for the children, they were at school. I mean, they were at home doing the distance learning. So, we would get, at some points we would even get people saying that if we had like some kind of a number that they can call, because their children were kind of going into that depression of having to, stay home for such a large amount of days. And so, we had those inquiries too. So, but yeah, those kind of were the main issues that we saw most in while all this pandemic, started.
I know you mentioned that you guys have different type of programs. What's your most successful program and why?
The most successful, I mean, I would say that we have two most successful. That would be the youth.
Okay.
The youth program, and that would be the farm worker program, just because both of them kind of are tied together, and that has giving us, by having these programs, that has given us the opportunity to help a lot of youth that are kind of they're they pretty much lost on you know, what to do and how to, you know, how to apply. I know FAFSA, I haven't applied for FAFSA myself, but I've heard that it has little challenges. So, you know, sometimes that it even prevents a person or a youth from even applying, because just the fear of, oh my God, you know, I've heard that, you know, it's not even maybe actual what it is, but because of that fear of hearing somebody say, they don't want to take that extra step to, you know, kind of do it because they're afraid they're going to mess up or something. So having this program, the youth program, definitely has giving us that opportunity to reach out to those that are like first generation, and they, you know, they don't have nobody in their family that has gone to college or a university. They really, their parents are not really involved, not because they don't want to, but because they don't speak English. So, you know, having this program, we've been able to see, you know, how much we can help and how much we can change their lives, but just simply, you know, kind of bringing them in and saying, hey, you know, let me help you apply for a FAFSA. I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you. Definitely, I've seen that, you know, we've had great success in that. We've, you know, and also by having that paid work experience, is like a diamond, because, you know, a lot of employers don't want to hire our youth participants because they don't have the work experience, right? But we say, well, how do you plan on for them to get the work experience if you're not giving them the opportunity? So by having this work experience program, we can actually go and put them into that industry that they want to be in. You know, we go and talk to the employer and we tell them, hey, you know, you're not going to pay anything out of your pocket. We're going to be responsible for their wages. We're going to be responsible for their workers' comp. You know, all you need to do is just, you know, provide them with the training. You're going to have an extra hand. You're going to, you know, if you're swamped with work and you don't have the budget to pay somebody else, here we are, we can help you. And that has given us the opportunity to help these youth go into, you know, areas, like I said, you know, I would never picture that we would be working with the finance department. I would never picture that we would be working with the street department, with the, you know, the parks and recreations department. We have several work sites that, you know, we're now able to work with. And then so that way we can provide a variety to our youth, right? So definitely that youth program, I feel like it's always great to have somebody there, you know, especially like I said, since we work with the low income community. I mean, they have a tough time. They have a tough time knowing what to do, what's the best route for them. And by having somebody there to guide you, that's definitely a great, you know, that's it's just a great program. So I've seen a lot of success. I've seen, you know, a lot of youth start, you know, from this program, and then, you know, going, you know, I think you said Narciso, you were part of it, right? So you
Yeah.
see, this is a great, you know, this is just great to see that, oh wow, you know, you were able to enroll, and then look at you now. So I see that, you know, the youth program is definitely one of our great success. And then also, well, the farm worker division program, you know, to be able to get those people that are working in the fields, you know, their dependents, you know, if there's like a mom, you know, usually what we really see a lot is that the parents are, you know, comfortable, they're comfortable working in the fields, but then they have their dependents, they have their kids, right? But they don't know what to do. They don't know how to guide them into getting a better job, because, you know, they pretty much don't know, you know, what's out there. So it's really good that we have this other farm worker program, because we're able to, you know, bring them into a different environment. We're able to tell them, hey, you don't have to continue the same cycle as your parents. There's more for you out there. Yes, I mean, I believe that your parents might be comfortable there. You know, they already kind of have a little routine. But you don't have to follow that routine. You know, we're here to help you out. You know, like I said, we provide, you know, pretty much the same thing. We provide work experience, we provide training, and we provide job search assistance and job placement. So, being able to grab all these, people and bring them into the programs and prepare them and help them become successful, that's definitely something. And a lot of people don't even know we have all this, all these funding source, we have all this money that we can use for them. A lot of people don't know, right? But that's what we know. We go and we try to outreach as much as we can. We try to share the information. And we always, obviously, like I said, we love to provide great customer service because, the best advertisement is word to mouth. So definitely that, but yeah, both of those programs, I feel like they've been, really successful. And we've seen a lot of people, well, look at me. I was a farm worker. Who would have thought, I was gonna, ever be a center manager of both centers? I mean, that would never even cross my mind 6 years ago. If you would have told me, I would have been like, are you kidding me? But so, I can tell you, I've lived it, and I can tell you that these programs do work. Obviously you have to put the effort and the work to it, but they do work. They do work, and it's great. It's great that, we have these services, and hopefully more people take advantage. More people take advantage of these services. But yeah, but to me, those are our main success. Those are our programs that are, successful, and that, I love that, we can, take part in that, and it's great to see people like Narciso,
Thank you.
And another question that you guys hold any events or workshops for like the people in the community when they need help?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, of course. My question is, do you guys hold any events or like workshops for the community when they need help, or is it only when they walk in and ask?
No, we actually right now, at the Lodi location, we're starting to pick up, because not so long ago we opened our doors completely. But at our career center in Galt, we do have workshops every Thursday, or every other Thursday and every other Friday. The Thursday one is for resume building. The Friday one is for interview techniques. So that is open to anybody. Anybody can just say, I need assistance for that. We actually have a calendar there, starting to build somewhat similar to what we have in Galt here in Lodi. I was just, I forgot to mention, but I was just recently assigned to run the Lodi WorkNet. So I'm trying to, kind of, copy the same, since I know that it's working over there. I want to bring the same thing to the Lodi. So what I'm, planning on doing is having like a calendar, but definitely provide, workshops. But no, if we provide workshops like those, if we have a hiring event, we definitely, post it in wherever we can. We pass it on to our partners. We put it in our local stores. We put it on the local laundromats, all that stuff. And that is open to everybody. Everybody can walk in here and they can participate in that. When we have food distributions event, that is also open to everybody. It's not just, just the people that are enrolled in the program. No, definitely that is open to everybody. Usually on November and December, we have a food card distribution, and we provide, food cards to anybody that is in need. They don't have to be enrolled in the program. It would just be anybody just walking in here and saying, well, I have a need, or if we, we come across that, somebody just is sitting there looking for a job, we would approach them and share that, we want to give them a gift card. So yeah, we right now, like I said, we're kind of picking up, but yeah, my goal would be, for the Lodi WorkNet is to have more workshops, because I truly believe that. And we also had community events. So before the COVID hit, we had a monthly community event where we would, bring let's say someone that, let's say from like PG&E, right? An example, PG&E that would talk about the weatherization program, how you can save on your energy bill, all that stuff, right? So we would always bring a new speaker every month, and we would invite the community. We would tell them, hey, this is the, the speaker for this month. We also brought El Consulado Mexicano. I'm not sure if you guys so, that we would bring them in so they can, so the community can ask their questions and, pass support. How do you, apply for all this? So we would always have a monthly event. Right now, because I'm kind of low on staff, and because, like I said, I was just recently assigned, I'm trying to work on that. But as soon as we get that ball rolling, I'm gonna bring that back, where we're gonna have a guest speaker every month. And like I said, that is open for everybody. And also we also have like a Dia del Campesino. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I know that maybe Narciso might have taken part in that a while back, but we have a Dia del Campesino where we pretty much commemorate or like celebrate that all those people that work in the fields, all those people that work as farm laborers, that work hard. And we pretty much do like a big event where we would we raffle, we have like raffles, we have like a band that is playing, we have food, we have we have a lot of partners that come and pass out their own information. So it's like a big celebration. We have those on a bi-yearly, I think. And we haven't, we didn't have them last year because of the same situation. But we're hoping to bring those back, and that is also open to everybody. Anybody that wants to, attend, they can attend. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of things going on that not only our customers, but everybody. It's open to the public. So
I have another question. It's kind of like pageantry question, but I'm just curious. So my question is like, how are you guys creating a positive impact on people you're working with, and how is this organization different from any other organization?
I didn't get that. I'm sorry. It's because I don't know why my speaker is not wanting to work, and I just barely hear you. It's my fault. I'm so sorry.
Sure, let me just repeat one more time. So how are you guys creating a positive impact on people you're working with? And how is this organization different from any other organization?
Well, I'm gonna kind of start from the last comment. I think this organization is different because we really focus on our farm workers, not we focus obviously on our low income population, meaning they don't have to be farm workers. But I feel that sometimes I mean, how would I word it? I don't know. It's just that I don't see these services that we have nowhere else, pretty much. I really don't see that other agencies have that training, the trainings that we have available. And I mean, there's not a lot of places that will cover the tuition fees. There's not a lot of places that have immigration services and that won't charge for that visit, or for the for you to come and ask your questions. I mean, I feel that we're unique because we really focus on like I said, our farm workers, on their dependents, and we're able to provide that those resources that they need. Like I said, I really I've been up and down. I mean, I've had I have my children, and before even getting to know the center, I would always kind of go everywhere and oh, who can help me with this? Where can I apply? And it's always difficult to find that center that is really gonna go above and beyond to help you. And I feel like our organization does that. We our staff that are here, they highly believe in our mission, and they highly have that in their heart, where they want to help the community. So I can assure you that everybody here is for that purpose, to help and provide. And because of that, they, like I said, they go above and beyond, and they're always, trying to help as much as we can. Sometimes we're always going out of even our job, what do you call it? I mean, our job description is, we're always going above and beyond because of the community that we work with. I really don't see that. But yeah, part of that is, the programs that we have, where we can pay for training, for work experience. I really don't see that. Our food distributions, diapers, formula. I mean, not everybody gives out diapers or gives out formula. Those are really expensive. So not everybody does that, but our organization goes once again above and beyond to find those partnerships, to find and say, how could we partner up? How could we get some items to bring back to our community? So we're always looking out, and bringing. I mean, I always say, when they say, oh, well, what type of organization? I'm like, pretty much, we're everything. We're everything, because not only do we focus on jobs and trainings, that should be kind of our goal, but sometimes we kind of go out of that, and we, just do what we have to do for our community. So yeah, I think that's what makes our division or our office unique and different. We also, have our services for the non-farm workers, for anybody that is, that is just looking for a job, or was unemployed. We have, services through the WorkNet, the county, and they're able to provide that. They're able to assist them with jobs and trainings as well. And yeah, and pretty much, that's how I feel that we're unique. I hope we're unique.
Wow. Well, I have to say, your inspiration and your story behind the organization, it reminds me a lot of me, because I worked for an organization. I don't know if you're aware of the 11, but it was a free tutoring nonprofit organization.
Oh, okay.
In the region. And I did the same thing, because it was free tutoring in, we were located in like low income environment as well for the children. So, but just kind of relate to that. But your organization just seems more extravagant, and I really do hope it will continue to expand. I like seeing things like that, to just expand across the state. And so, but yeah, no, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Anytime I have the opportunity to share a little bit of my story, I don't want to brag or anything, but I just want to share, so everybody knows that these programs are successful, and that, there's definitely, I mean, we're here to help out everyone, and we really hope that people take advantage of our services. We're here to help out everybody, and like I said, we just want to kind of get their name out there, and for them to give us an opportunity. I always tell my staff, just bring them in here, and once they see that we are really nice people, that we are here to help them out, I'm sure they're going to come back. We're not going to have to drag them in here. They're going to come on their own, because like I said, I truly believe that all of my staff is dedicated to what they do, and they are, like I said, they truly believe in our mission to help, and it's just, a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to give back to your community. So it's always, I always tell, my family, being able to work for this organization, being able to help those in need, and getting paid on top of that, that's that's something, that's a great feeling. So it's definitely, it's a different environment. Like I said, I've been to several locations, here and there throughout the years, but it's hard to find, that office or that place where you feel comfortable, where you feel like, oh, I can go back there. These people are really, they really care about me. They really care about my family. And I've been trying to build that in, these two offices. So definitely that's how I want everybody to see this office, as like where they can come in and feel, as part of a family member, and feel, that relief that, they have finally found the place where, they're going to get the assistance that they've been looking for. So yeah, thank you guys for having me. When Narciso came yesterday, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy. I'm always happy to share what I do and share, how programs like this have helped me and my family. So definitely, yeah, anytime.
Thanks, Jeanette, for your time. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you guys. Yeah, and
Thank
let me
you so
know.
much.
Yeah, let me know if you guys need anything else. I'm here for you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
You
Okay.
too.